Have you ever felt like there's a storm going on inside your head? Big plans, a strong urge to do something meaningful, but your body just won't move. It's like you're stuck. You're thinking a lot, but you just can't bring yourself to act. That restless feeling? Yeah, that's something almost all of us have experienced. Welcome back to AntiSocietal. This isn't a place where we just summarize books. We break them down and actually understand them. And today's question is simple but powerful. If we think so much, why can't we take that first step? Today, we're exploring this question through the book The Psychology of Laziness by Muhammad Shakeel. And real quick, this is not just another motivational talk. Think of this as a manual, a guide to understanding how your brain actually works, like the software running inside your mind. So let's start by diagnosing the problem. The core idea of the book is this: laziness is not a character flaw, it's a bug in your system. The author calls it the procrastination bug, that constant habit of putting things off. And here's why his perspective matters. Muhammad Shakeel isn't just talking theory, he lived it. Overthinking, gaming, endless scrolling, he was stuck in that loop where getting out feels almost impossible. His journey? From lazy to productive. So what he shares isn't just knowledge, it's tested experience. Now, to really understand this bug, we need to look at two basic resources: time and energy. Most people think the problem is time, but the truth is, it's something else. Keep that number in mind. That's how many hours you actually have every year, even after work, sleep, and daily responsibilities. That's a lot of time. So why does it always feel like there's never enough? Because the real problem isn't time, it's wasted time. Time slips through your fingers like water, and most of the time you don't even notice it happening. And this is where things get real. The author says the issue is rarely a lack of time, it's a lack of energy. How many times have you made big plans at night? Tomorrow I'm going to fix everything. But the next morning, you don't even feel like getting out of bed. Why? Because of something we carry with us 24/7, our smartphones. It's not just a tool anymore, it's an energy vampire, slowly draining your focus, your attention, your mental strength. So we've looked at external factors, time and energy. Now let's talk about what's happening inside your brain, because that's where the real issue lives. The key player here is dopamine. In simple terms, it's your brain's fuel. It's the chemical released when your brain expects a reward. It's what drives you to take action. Think of it as the currency of motivation. Now, here's the catch. There are two types of dopamine. Cheap dopamine, scrolling social media, watching videos, playing games, instant gratification. And real dopamine, the kind you earn after putting in effort and completing something meaningful. Here's something most people don't realize. Big tech companies design their apps to hijack your brain's dopamine system, so you keep coming back for those quick, easy hits. And over time, you get addicted to the easy rewards because your brain naturally prefers what's easy over what's hard. So how do you flip this system in your favor? The book suggests 4 simple, research-backed strategies. Meditation, shown to boost dopamine levels significantly. Exercise releases dopamine and other feel-good chemicals. Proper sleep, around 7 to 9 hours so your brain can reset. And music, which can instantly improve your mood and focus. From personal experience, I'll tell you this: the moment you complete even a small task in the morning, even something as simple as making your bed, you get a small hit of real dopamine. And that small win creates momentum for your entire day. It tells your brain, today, we're getting things done. So now we understand the why, let's talk about the how. The hardest part of any task is starting it. Muhammad Shakeel puts it perfectly. Starting a task is 50% of finishing it. Think about that. The real battle isn't the work itself,
It's the mental resistance that stops you from starting. So how do you break that resistance? Simple. Break big goals into small, clear, written steps. For example, let's say a 28-year-old MBA grad in Texas has a job, but it's not enough to cover expenses. He wants to start a side business. That goal feels huge, overwhelming. So break it down. Step 1. This week, research 3 business ideas. That's it. Step 2. Next week, talk to one person already running a side business. Then, write a 1-page plan for the best idea. Now, instead of feeling lost, you know exactly what the next move is. It's like writing a movie script for your life. You always know what the next scene looks like. Now, let's get to the most powerful idea in this entire book. What's the real fuel that destroys every excuse? Ask yourself this: what would you do if this wasn't optional? Because here's the truth: we never delay emergencies. If someone needs an ambulance, you act immediately. If your house is on fire, you don't say, "I'll deal with it tomorrow." So why do we delay our goals? Because we treat them like options, not priorities. The moment a goal becomes non-negotiable, procrastination disappears. Paying off debt might feel like a goal, but paying it to support your family, that becomes a necessity. And when that shift happens, excuses fade away, laziness loses its power, and real change begins. The author sums it up in one powerful line: the real fear shouldn't be failure, it should be inaction. Because failure teaches you something, but doing nothing, that keeps you stuck in the same place with the same frustration. If you take just one thing from this entire video, let it be this: growth doesn't come from knowing, it comes from applying what you know. So here's a simple challenge for this week. Pick one goal in your life that you've been treating as optional. And ask yourself honestly, if I don't do this in the next 6 months, what's the price I'll have to pay? Because maybe that price is big enough to turn your option into a necessity. If you want more content like this, content that actually helps you understand yourself, make sure you subscribe to AntiSocietal.